Hey guys, before this video gets officially started, I wanted to just come on here and say I just finished videoing this video, and I just wanted to say this is going to be a long video, long enough, it's not as long as my old one. This is going to be a long video, and it is unedited, bar when you split and you edit and you bring two parts together that I stopped. The whole thing is basically unedited. I think that this video just needs to be the raw me talking. I don't think I made much mistakes, that's why I don't want to edit it. And I just want it to be raw and me talking directly to you with no editing. So this is an unedited video, same as my last arthritis video. Bye! Hey guys! Welcome back to another episode of Jenny Time with me, Jenny from Jenny Time. This is the second take at doing the start of this video because I kind of think I messed up last time. But welcome back to another episode, and as you can probably see by the title, I am doing a follow-up of my arthritis video from a year ago. It's almost a year ago now. I think it was near the start of October last year. I came out and I didn't come out, but I came forward and I told you that I have juvenile idiopathic arthritis, which basically means, if you didn't watch my old video, it basically means that I have a childhood form of arthritis. And before you watch this video, I would recommend that you go back and you watch my video previously. I'll have maybe an annotation up here somewhere, and I'll probably have the links in the description box to most things in this video. Most things I mention will likely be in this description box, just so you can get more information. But I would recommend going and having a look at my old video. Maybe if you've already watched it, refresh your mind, just to refresh your mind so you know what I'm talking about in this video. I'd also recommend it for people who have not seen my video a year ago to go and have a look at it. It will inform you a little bit more about what I'm talking about in this video. It will also inform you a little bit more. It'll probably be more information about the start and leading up to the process of being diagnosed, because this is a year on and I'm not going to be talking about what I talked about in my old video, because it's different now, and I don't want to go back and do another 20 minutes on exactly the same thing as I talked about in the old video. So this is kind of what has happened in the last year since that video. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So, where I left off, in my previous video, I was just about to start on the methotrexate tablets. I just finished on the injection Enbrel, and I was about to start the injection Humira. So one of the things that went ahead in that list was the tablets. I started the methotrexate tablets, and weirdly enough, they don't make me sick, or they make me nauseous, but they haven't actually made me throw up, which the previous methotrexate injection did. But a lot of people were telling me that it makes you a lot sicker, the tablets, compared to the injection. But in my case, it's been completely different. I don't know why, if it's something to do with my body, or I don't really know, but for some unknown reason, it was completely different effect. I got a few comments saying, oh, mind yourself with the tablets, they're a lot harder, so on. But for some reason, that didn't happen with me. So yeah, I've been having a good enough experience on the methotrexate tablets. I just finished Enbrel, which you'd have known from my old video. Enbrel worked for me for about 6 months, and then all of a sudden during the summer of 2015, it just stopped working, and I was really bad all over the summer. And the doctor just said, it might get better again, but it didn't. So she took me off it, and she said that she changed the methotrexate tablets and she was going to start me on Humira. But I'll get into Humira in a few minutes. At the start, but before that, it took me, so I filmed in about the start of October, expecting to be on it by the end of October, but unfortunately, on Halloween, the 31st of October 2015, my back seized up and I couldn't move. I was in so much pain, I was in agony, and they stopped all my medications because they didn't know what exactly was wrong with me, if I needed surgery or anything like that. They were just concerned, so they stopped all my medications, they stopped the methotrexate tablets, they stopped everything, just so my immune system would be back up if I did need surgery, if I did need anything. I'd be off my medications. But eventually I got over that. I had steroid injections into my back because it turned out that it was the arthritis just acting up really bad. So eventually I had steroid injections into my back and hydrotherapy. I went through really intense hydrotherapy. And physio and OT. I went through like really intense for a long period. But eventually, I think it was maybe the end of November, I eventually got started on my Humira. And that worked really well up until the start. It started affecting me about the start probably of December. I started getting really bad migraines, which I never get migraines. I never get headaches unless it's caused from a medication. So I started getting awful migraines. Like I couldn't even think, I couldn't move. I was in so much pain and I couldn't see properly. It was really annoying. So eventually we realized that it was the Humira causing this. So the doctors took me straight off it. They were like, you can't be on a medication that's making you ill in another way. So we spent a long time thinking about what to put me on. But eventually I started getting really good. And no one understood what was wrong with me. We thought I was going into remission, which sadly I didn't. But we thought I was going into remission. I was amazing. So they just left me on the tablets, the methotrexate tablets, once a week. And I was amazing. But then in February, I started back at dancing, which is the worst mistake ever. It inflamed all my joints. I was in so much pain. I had to go back to the hospital. And the new course of action that we started was, which this makes me really laugh, we started an infusion. And if you just watched my whole video, you'll know that I said, oh, I'm never going to start an infusion. I'd hate to do that. A whole day in hospital. Horrible. It is the best choice I ever made. It is so easy to have an infusion every 6 weeks than an injection every week. Like a day in hospital compared to agony with injections, I choose it any day of the week. But so we decided that I'd go on to a new medication called infliximab, which is an infusion. You go into hospital every 6 to 8 weeks and you get it infused into your veins. This is called infliximab. I think I mentioned that a second ago. But this has been working amazing for me. It's really weird because it's working so well. I haven't had too many. I think I've had my week 0, week 2, week 4, week 6. Yeah. So I've had four infusions so far. I'm getting another one on October 4th. So that infliximab has been working absolutely amazing for me. So I'm doing really well at the moment. I'm feeling great, but I had an operation, procedure, not last Friday, the Friday before that. So the 16th, I think it is, the 16th of September, I had a little procedure in hospital. So I'm not on my medication at the moment, which is kind of horrible because I'm starting to swell up again. I'm getting a little bit sore again. I don't mind. Okay, so let's go. What else did I talk about? Okay, so the depression and stuff like that, I still suffer a lot from. Not bad, but I would still get some kind of maybe depressed periods, you know, where I'm thinking, oh, why me, blah 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 blah, and all this, you know, or I just get kind of really down with myself, and I'm like, oh, I just wish I could be in school, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that, I wish I could be with my friends more, I wish I could dance, I wish I could do everything that I used to be able to do before I was diagnosed. But eventually you get over that and you're happy again, and I still have a lot of bad down periods. I still have a lot of anxiety and everything like that, but eventually you kind of get over it and you progress a little bit more and you feel happier again. And again, as I said in my old video, you always have to have friends. You will always have to have people around you that support you. You have to just have some people in your life who support you and they understand. They don't have to understand you, as I said. Like, they don't have to understand what's wrong with you. They just have to understand that you can't do everything. They have to understand that you can't do as much as them. You're in so much more pain than them every day. But that's all they have to understand. They don't have to understand every concept of you having arthritis or any other disease that you have. They don't have to understand it. As long as they understand and they're there for you. That's all. Oh my God, my hair is so annoying. That's all that you can hope for. I'm trying to make this video a little bit more upbeat and happy, and to show you that you can still be happy and you can still have a normal enough life with arthritis. I don't want you to be, this isn't like the old video, you know, this is not like the old video. You know, in the old video I was still really upset and sad, and I was only a year diagnosed. I'm 2.5 years diagnosed now. So it's so different, you know. You learn to live with it. You learn to accept it eventually, and you have to accept it, you know. You have to accept it. So there's one other thing. There's a few other things I'd still like to talk to you about, but one of the main things is, you may have noticed I've gained not a lot, but a bit of weight, and that is not due to me eating too much, me eating unhealthy, I'm sorry, it gets really upset because I've got a few comments and stuff, and they kind of go to your heart because you're like, I don't want to be this weight, I don't want to put the weight on, but when I was really, really, really bad with my back and I couldn't take my medication, I had to put on 3 really big courses of steroids, and that just made me gain so much weight. And I'm not happy with my body at all. I am not happy with how I look. I don't like how I look, but I have to deal with it because I have to deal with it. And I've got a few comments saying, you've gained so much weight, you're ugly now, you're fat, you're horrible. I try not to read those comments, but it's hard to not, when you read one, sometimes the negative comments, they don't outweigh them, but they affect you more than the positive comments. And just this one comment from this one person, she kept coming back and attacking me, or he, I don't know if it was a she or a he. They kept coming back and attacking me. They went back to my old videos just to tell me that I'm really fat now and that I've gained weight and all this. And it really affected me. But I just wanted to address that issue and say, I haven't gained weight because I'm eating too much or binge eating or anything like that. I really try and watch myself. I try and exercise as much as I can. I try and keep active as much as I can. You know, sometimes it's very difficult with arthritis to keep active, to keep exercising, you know, other than the exercises that you're given that are low impact and all that. You know, you have to keep, it's hard, especially if you're having a really bad day, you can't physically move, you know. everything just weighs in. All the medications, they make you gain weight. They make your head do weird things. They make everything just weird. And it's really hard when someone is judging you for something that you have no control over, and something that you feel horrible about in yourself. It's just horrible, and it just gets to me sometimes. Like, I've broken down before because I'm just emotional about I'm just emotional anyway. I'm just an emotional wreck at the moment. I'm just, everything. I'm a teenager now. A lot of things are just difficult, but it's something that I can get through, and I just wanted to clarify to you and tell you everything that's been going on. I want to be open, I want to be honest, but I just wanted to tell you that I haven't gained weight because I've been eating too much, and those comments just affected me, and I just wanted to just say that one thing. Well, my friends have supported me through this. I know that for certain. Yeah. So that was a bit difficult, but yeah. Okay, so another thing that I'd like to talk about is doctors, okay? Some doctors are great, but then there's these other ones that don't believe a word that you say. And I just wanted to say, always check up for yourself. Don't ever listen to a doctor when you know that there's something wrong with you. Don't ever listen to a doctor tell you that it is in your head, that you're making this up, that it's psychological. Oh, don't ever listen to them. Always get a second opinion when they say that. Always talk to them. Go to another hospital. Do anything. Don't ever listen to them, because if you do, it will go to your head. It will make you so angry at yourself. You'll think, am I actually making this up? Just don't listen to them. Please don't, stick up for yourself. You know that you're in pain. You know you're not making this up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have been told so many times in the last year, 2 years, that I am making things up. I am making pains up. I am making this up. Blah, blah, blah. I've been told that so many times. I wanted to just say, don't ever listen to them. Get another opinion. Just make sure that you can do it yourself. Help yourself. Go to someone else privately. Even if you can afford it, go privately. They're normally much better. Just anything. It's just, don't ever listen to them. You know yourself, you know your own body, you know when you're in pain. Don't listen to those doctors. Our medical system is just so messed up nowadays. They think that they are God. They think that they are amazing. They're far from it. But you know your own body. You know yourself. And I'm trying to think. I can't really think of anything else I need to say. I can't really. I just wanted to say, if you have anything similar to me, even if you're older than me, younger than me, any age at all, if you have something similar, some type of arthritis, some type of immune disease, I'm always here to talk to you. I will always be here, I will always be here to talk, say anything to you, If you need to talk, you can privately email me, DM me. I'll put all my social media links below, or you can also just comment in the comment section. I will always get back eventually. And yeah, I don't think there's much more that has happened over the last year. It's been an interesting enough year, I've had a lot of ups and I've had a lot of downs, but overall it hasn't been too bad of a year. When I'm thinking back, at the time you're like, oh, worst year ever. Well, when I think about it, it's not as bad as it was in my last video. So I think that's all I really need to talk about at this stage. I think that's it, yeah. So, thanks for watching. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, I tried to make this an upper beat video than my last one because, you know, you can't always be depressed about things like this, you know. You have to sometimes make fun of yourself. You have to be happy the whole time, you know. You can't always be upset. And I just felt like getting this video out of the way, telling you a year on what's been happening. But I don't want to get into too much detail because I don't want to make people upset, depressed, think I am really sick, because I'm not. Like, you know, there's so many children. When I go to Crumlin Hospital, because, you know, I live in Ireland, that's the only, Crumlin Hospital, there's only 2 rheumatology patient doctors for the whole of Ireland, which is insane. You know, if you ever wanted to donate to any charity, please donate to Arthritis Ireland. You know, we need, or, you know, we need more rheumatologists. We need to help all the children, young children out there that are suffering with this disease and that haven't got help yet, because there's only 2. The waiting lists are huge. But then again, when you're in Crumlin Hospital and you see all the children, the sick children around you, you think, you know what? My life isn't half as bad as theirs. I'm not dying. It's just horrible to see those children. They're so sick. And I'm not. I will get over this eventually. Some of those children will never make it out of the walls of those hospitals again. It's just absolutely horrible to see. But it kind of reassures you that your life isn't all that bad. So that's why I kind of try and be as happy as I can be. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop now before I get really emotional. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.